Today I'm going to explore some intriguing challenges in the research space. I'm fascinated about how obsolete strategy can transform the future of research practice, so I invite you to join me on a journey to delve into 3 esoteric practices that can enhance operational tactics. As you contemplate these for your org, remember that every org has its different stage of maturity. And while it's possible to experiment with these practices without executive alignment, it's not advisable. This content is dedicated to anyone interested in enabling research operation within your ecosystem. In the next minute, let me lay out some groundwork defining the role of an ops lead. Our goal is to enable everyone to conduct better research. Organizations can enable all associates to deliver research insights effectively by building a solid foundation of what I call knowledge practice. And this is especially true when balancing the contributions of distinguished experts dedicated full-time to research with those who conduct research as part of their other roles. Let's hear from Jorge Arenga, who shares a few thoughts about information architecture and its relationship to how good knowledge practice is at the heart of doing better research.
There's more information today than ever before. As software eats the world, people experience more products and services through information systems. We use these things for shopping, learning, banking, entertainment, and even dating. Information architecture is the practice of organizing, structuring, and labeling stuff in these systems to make it easier to find and understand. You know an IA works when people can easily find what they're looking for and get stuff done. But getting to that point takes work, and research is a fundamental part of that work. When doing research for IA, we look to understand 3 things: the content the system must present to users, the context in which it operates, and how users understand the system's conceptual domain. All 3 require different methodologies. Understanding users is particularly important and tricky. People won't tell you directly about their mental models. It's something you must learn to suss out through interviews and other qualitative practices. Researchers document what they learn, and that documentation, too, is subject to information architecture. The same practices we use to organize content for users can be used to organize what we learn from research, leading to better insights and decision-making.
Jorge's subtext here is that doing information architecture is just good knowledge work. It isn't only for content designers. It's fundamental for the craft of an expert researcher, and research ops is all about setting up systems to enable better research. So it's crucial to have IA as a journeyman skill for setting up everyone for success. Another expert who comes to mind is Jake Burkhart, who is ramping up to challenge some glaring problems in our habits of knowledge work around research ops and is posing some new terminology to think about. Jake brings critical insights based on his experiences in research on research. His method underscores the importance of integrating research insights into product planning and decision-making processes. He identifies several manifestations of research waste, such as disconnected reports, or lack of linkage between past and current research, and poor integration of insights into ongoing planning. This approach not only addresses the immediate problem of research waste, but also sets the foundation for continuous improvement and innovation in knowledge work. Let's now explore the nuanced levels of maturity in research practices within various types of organizations. These organizational types can be quite diverse, from clear to complex to chaotic and complicated, and I'll just address 2 groups for now to simplify the problem. Let's first lay out their environment in classifying the type of research they do. On one part of the spectrum, some of the organizations operate with a small pool of expert researchers with people who do research, where everyone is simply doing their best problem solving with a quick hits approach, without much oversight from operational or strategic leadership. This form of democratization allows for a flexible, intuitive approach to do research, solving immediate short-sighted problems such as in evaluative studies and surveys. On the other side of the spectrum, as an organization's research scales, you may need to shift to a more defined segmentation of the 2 types of people who do research to allow for long-sighted problems to be addressed with a set of what I'll call expert researchers and another set of PWDRs. In this environment, the norms dictate that sponsored studies are entrusted to expert researchers, while PWDRs are highly valued for conducting secondary research, or what I would prefer to call meta-research. And this dual role approach ensures that the primary and secondary research are given the attention and expertise they require. Applying Burkhart's perspective here, PWDRs could play a crucial role in enabling a research-informed culture by reducing research waste through practicing secondary research or meta-research without the need for seeking executive sponsorship first. PWDRs can be free to go out and do the knowledge work and discovery of new insights on studies already done by expert researchers. This is why having a solid research repository is so important. Indy Young is a distinguished qualitative data scientist who has coined the term data science that listens and has accumulated a global following of her journey defining a method of research which has recently been labeled design strategy research, though she has also used other labels such as problem space and discovery research. This type of research is crucial to distinguish from evaluative or generative research because it focuses on understanding users' cognitive processes and mental models before any solutions are developed. She says long-lasting organizations have been engaging in this type of research for some time, recognizing its value as shaping strategic directions and supporting people effectively. By understanding the problem space and users' thinking styles, organizations can create more inclusive and responsible solutions, avoiding the pitfalls of focusing solely on the solution space. This approach helps everyone do better research by encouraging a deeper understanding of users and their contexts. It reduces the risk of unintended harms and ensures that strategies are people-centric. For more information on design strategy research, go to designstrategyresearch.com and sign up to learn more about this topic.
It is a type of generative research. However, it goes further earlier. It is more about what are the patterns across them. And the patterns are a person's focus of mental attention. And that's very different. My point is to represent people's thinking, not as categorized by a researcher. If we're doing it instead based on the person's focus of mental attention, we're going to see some different patterns. And those patterns are going to be true to those people.
As we conclude, let's reflect on the journey we've embarked upon. We've delved into the intricacies of information architecture, the challenges of research waste, and the impact of design strategy research. Each of these elements underscores a fundamental truth. Effective research is not just about collecting data, it's about creating a culture of continuous learning and adaptation. And by integrating diverse methodologies and fostering collaboration, we empower organizations to innovate responsibly and inclusively. Research lies in our ability to listen, adapt, and evolve. Together, let's pave the way for a research landscape that is as dynamic and diverse as the world it seeks to understand. For more information, please go to ontology.com with a 0 and sign up to learn more. Thanks for joining me on this journey.